Welcome to what used to be known as Knowlton, Iowa in Ringgold County. You can see a few of the old streets here and one last building from the town which is still standing.
Turned right here and went on east, but then on down through there you can see where it crosses the creek there was a street. It run clear up the top of the hill. There were houses in that south of there.
Right now there's only a couple of houses on the old Knowlton town site. Jim Newton put up a sign to help remember the town.
Nobody else liked it, so I just bought my own town if I could have my own. It's just neat to know a little bit of the facts and figures, and I grew up going past here as a kid.
Newton has an avid interest in knowing more about Knowlton. He doesn't have far to go to learn more about the old town.
I wanted to do it while there were still people that could give me information and pictures.
Arlene Sabatka has lived most of her life in Diagonal. She remembered parts of the nearby town of Knowlton so much that she spent 3 years making a model of this old town. It's on display at the Diagonal Printing Museum.
Blacksmith shop, we had an undertaker, of course the hotels, we had a bank.
Knowlton started when the Chicago Great Western Rail Line came from Kansas City to Des Moines and Minneapolis. The railroad route across the Midwest formed what looked like a maple leaf, so it was called the Maple Leaf Route.
And the maple leaf, the Knowlton people really used this maple leaf name a lot. They had the Maple Leaf Hotel.
The old, now abandoned route is a walking trail called the Maple Leaf Pathway. Knowlton did well with a school, 2 churches, several businesses, and at one point Knowlton had around 450 residents.
They had 2 fires.
The town came back from fires, rebuilding in brick. A company opened a foundry which employed town residents.
They made sleigh runners.
Knowlton's baseball team even produced a major league player, Everett Yam Yarian of the Chicago White Sox. He even homered off legendary pitcher Dizzy Dean. The town of Knowlton began to decline after a second rail line came through the area, crossing the Great Western just south of Knowlton.
When the railroad men were working on the tracks from Kansas City up through to Des Moines, the railroad men called it the Diagonal.
The most visible marker of Knowlton is the cemetery, the final resting spot of many of the town's founders. Jim Newton says he plans to keep the old original Knowlton shop building.
Actually, my wife's great-grandparents had this was a shop. There was a house set right beside it.
As the town's population declined, many people moved to nearby Diagonal. In 1926, the town voted to unincorporate.
The railroad made the towns, but the railroad also made some of the towns ghosts.
From Knowlton, Roger Riley, Channel 13 News.